Gotta do it, gotta do it, gotta do it. What do you reckon? Asda's 6 ice mince pies. I saw it in the cupboard. It was there, just put there, just because it's a Christmas thing. You gotta get, just in case somebody has it. And it was in the food bank from last week. So, one has to open it, doesn't I? Now, the question is, do you actually like mince pies? Like, I've grown to like them. Don't like Christmas pudding. I think I've grown to like it, but I don't. Don't usually. As a kid, I hated everybody giving me the mince pies. But, what do we reckon? So, what is your favourite Christmas? What do we reckon? Asda's 6 minced. What do we reckon? What's your favourite mince pie? Cherry Bakewells. Now, I like those, but cherry Bakewells make my teeth go funny because of the tin. But what do you reckon? Pretty good. Especially with the icing. Now, shall we eat with our mouths open? So anyway, what are you doing on the 18th of December? Because as you know, the Saturday, the Santas in London are skating. So I'm hoping Portsmouth, all the skate things are all out in Santas as well. I'm really, really hoping that Dean decides to just fuck it off, come here so I can go off and fuck off and do some of the things that I really would love my boys there to see. But Dean is just not the most best person around people. He just can't tolerate. So, and some people can, some people he can't. So, see how that goes. Anyway, what do you reckon? So, who's up for a mince pie challenge? Now, I'm sure when I was at school, we always made mince pies. We always went back with mince pies. Oh, I don't like it when it's crumbling. My house is a fucking shit tip right now. Sod knows how long it's going to take me to pick up all the Lego and all the bits. And I've got to find a space for all like Elijah's, what's these things, like these things. Because he just drives me up the wall. So anyway, I only actually come on quickly to try the mince pie. And I thought I would do it with you. Now, just to remind you, so Saturday is London Santas. Portsmouth skate groups Santas on Saturday. I'm hoping to be in London by Sunday, but I actually want to be there for the Santas going off, even if it's just watching it with the boys. I'm trying to think of a calendar in my head. I'm sure the 13th is Monday. And as it approaches even closer, I have to be really careful because I can go either way. Because you've got a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, yeah? And when you deal with such trauma, such as coming into the 9-year anniversary of Aaron and Faith being kidnapped from Save the Family, actually at Wrexham Hospital, that's where they were literally stolen from by PC Stephen Lewis, Cheryl Osborne, and 2 others. And then obviously put before District Judge Andrew Shaw, who was the barrister for Paul Burrows, who was the person who took Princess Diana, so he was the butler for Princess Diana. So how is all this relevant? I don't know still. I still don't know how it's all relevant. But at the end of the day, lights in London, 13th until the 17th. And then on the 18th is the so-called Christmas party that didn't go on. Now, are they not going in because a lot of underage? Is it is bother? Is it not? Should they have had a Christmas party? The fact is, one rule for you, one rule for them. And do they agree with it? Is it really cool that he's just got on with it, even though he's the fucking president and prime minister, sorry? And what do you want to do on the 18th? Yes, darling.
Can I have a McDonald's?
No, not at this time of night.
Please?
No.
Please?
Oh, bless him. He wants me to order a McDonald's at this time of night. Anyway, Mummy has got to just make some money. I've got to suss out how I'm going to bring in consistent money on a product.
Mummy!
Yes, darling.
I want you to give me a McDonald's.
Oh, he wants me to give me a McDonald's. Anyway, I need to go and stand a boundary with my son. Join me tomorrow for... I've got a bit of issues with the fact that the boys are not officially allowed there because it's Alan. So they're saying no children. However, it's going to be a bit difficult for me. Elijah says that's ridiculous.
Let children in.
Well, it's because it's Alan and they all have to safeguard children, don't they? So in a world where everybody's going to get intoxicated at Christmas, Granny's going to fall asleep, Granddad's going to fall asleep. Monday is the 12th, right? So I need to line up my calendar properly. And then obviously we're through to Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Elijah, yes, darling, we're leading into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
Let children in.
Well, we'll talk to them about it tomorrow. We'll go down at 4 before and we'll go and give them a hand and set everything up. So I'm aiming to go down at about 4 now to obviously make this easier for Elijah and Shiloh because he needs and wants to be there. Yes.
It's really hard to don't let children in a paint job.
It's really vile to not let children in when it's a paint job.
It's really
But it's Alan.
vile.
It's because Alan drinks.
Vile.
It's because they don't know how Alan's going to be.
I hate it there. I'm never going to go there.
Yeah, but it's the
ever
museum.
again.
We're going to the museum. We're going to the museum. The museum near the dentist. That's where all Alan's paintings are going to be. Well, not Alan's paintings, but paintings of Alan.
But I like to go to the art.
You know what Alan's like when he's a bit too hard to handle. They're just protecting you, darling. So anyway, I'm going to finish off this mince pie that's fallen all over my fucking floor. So. It's coming into Christmas time. I just want to get Santa sacks, go down the stairs, take my kids off to see all the lights. Always taken my kids to a panto. Always gone to like the German markets. Always gone ice skating. Always gone and watched like the Winter Olympics when it's been on. Not always there, but that sort of season. Obviously Kay's not here anymore and I've always gone to Kay's pantos, whatever Kay's been doing. I've been following Gok on his and stuff, but it's not the same as Kay. Kay was a personal friend, it was a bit different. And obviously with the boys. So I believe that Dean is spending Christmas with us. I've said it's either way after in the new year. It's either a case of he just picks kids up every other weekend and we sort this shit out. Podiatry appointment is booked in for January the whatever. Running into February, obviously I've got Aaron's birthday and he will be turning... Wow, will he be turning 13? Wow, will Aaron be turning 13 in this new year? Because if he is, that's actually quite powerful because he becomes legally Gillick competent. And if he was a Jew, he gets to make all of his own choices at the age of 13. I'm sure Aaron's turning 13. This is quite big. And then obviously it's Liam's birthday. I will be 26. Wow, my big boy's 26. I've got a 26-year-old and a grandson. I've got to get them two together, make sure they're together for Christmas. It's all about money, isn't it, for families? It's all about somebody being in a different place and how much the petrol, even today you saw, and it was £15 and 3p, I think it was, that went in. And it shows you just to where it goes on the thing. I am trying to change the car over for a run around in places like this. But for someone like me with what I do, especially over the winter, because my car fills up with things like soup bottles, gloves, Tampax, all these things. I don't go out of any official capacity because I can't commit to be at particular places. Like there's Helping Hands, there's lots of different things here. Crisis, obviously, again, I stopped with Crisis because I had the baby. So I sat in the car Christmas when Dean performed, and then Dean felt that that wasn't right. So both of us agreed that we wouldn't do anything at Christmas. And the last few Christmases, we've literally just spent it, me, Dean, two boys. We haven't had anyone, no family, no nothing, no parties, no celebrations, no clubbing, no work, nothing. And this is going to be the last one of that, because both of us have got our book tours in summer as long as this goes right. And I think we're just going to do it back to back and look after the boys at the same time. And I can't wait for his to come out. It'll be interesting because hopefully we'll edit them both together and be able to go, oh, wow, I didn't really think the youth felt that way, or wow, I didn't really see that, or whatever. Doesn't he look really good fucking looking on the things? So anyway, it's been a long 9 years. Is it 9 years since Aaron and Faith were taken? 9 years. It was 9 years my uncle was in prison for, innocent, and my nan stuck by him for 9 years. I'll be here until my dying breath with this whole thing, with all of my children, Liam, Daniel, Aaron, Faith, Elijah, Shiloh, even for Jessica. So anyway, I'm going to go and munch another mince pie. I'm absolutely shattered. I'll rest when I need to rest at the right time. I'm building up on it. I'm looking forward to New Year, what is considered New Year. I'd like to be in London at Trafalgar Square. So I think me and Dean are going to have to look at fulfilling Elijah's dream for his London School of Hip Hop. And obviously the 3 years going to the Olympics. There's going to be massive stuff going on around the Olympics. Transport is going to be massive in highlighting things like used to be men, women winning. And it's like, hang on a minute. Have a transport then. So have your transport, have your LGBT sport, but let women be women, let men be men, and let us compete at our own levels, because women have had a hard enough time in these competitions against men and had only just got separation in things like athletics, and even women have only just got recognition in skateboarding, things they call transports, women BMXing, women, judo, martial arts, all this sort of stuff. So, it's a powerful thing, and it's a trapping thing, and it's also a celebratory thing that could be flipped over to something else. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be about kings and queens sitting on their fucking arses while the slaves entertain them like jesters anymore, does it? It can be a celebration, because we don't need the way that it used to be, where unless you were a Jew, unless you were this, or unless you were that, you could only get in for the contracts and commitments. People can self-publish their own books. People can write their own music and self-publish. You don't need Sony anymore. You don't need fucking Warner Brothers for this. People can write their own films now. People can direct their own stuff. If you want to write children's cartoons, you can. If you want to get into science, you can. You can hire equipment. You can rent lives now. It's not the same as it once was, and things have changed so much. Yes, technology is going to advance so many things, but it has to be up for discussion on how far it goes. It has to be brought into some form of ethic management and control, because pioneers don't necessarily believe, or they're the ones that smash through the boundaries. And sometimes when a rhino goes it doesn't see the carnage that sometimes it can leave behind them. So when it comes to this technology stuff, we do have to sort of go, hang on a minute, let's not be scared of what everybody's doing, but let's embrace the education, the understanding, the learning, the growth, and the transparency that we all need on a global planet. So I'm going to go and eat my mince pie.